Hello. For 20 years, money and financial markets have been my passion. I wanted to share my passion with others, so 3 years ago, I began going to school and showed children the incredible, fascinating world of money. I based it on shared fun where children can participate on barter, be a jewelers, or even try eating, yes, eating, the first forms of money, the commodity money, in Polish called pochidło, such as salt or cocoa beans. I love these classes because I can be a student to learn from them. And one day, one lesson turned my world upside down. We talked about the future of the money. Kids gave some various ideas like paying with eyes or a finger, but one idea fascinated me. 11 years old Janek said, in the future, there will be no money. We will pay our thoughts even faster than the speed of light. I said, wow, great idea. But hold on, wait a minute. Is it even possible to pay our thoughts? Are we ready for it? And most importantly, what do the laws of physics say about it? But conversations with children have taught me to answer for that idea, I need to combine a various unrelated fields. So, since the idea involves topics from physics, perhaps answers should be sought in physics. I should add that my last time I had contact with physics was about high school, but while exploring this world and connecting it with the world of money, I realized how much these two worlds are interconnected and how responding to Janek's idea opened my mind. So, first, let's start from the beginning. In the beginning, as always, everything starts with chaos. Then comes order, from the Greek word cosmos. In the cosmos, as it is in the cosmos, there's a vacuum, but vacuum was not completely empty. This is the place where various fields meet, like gravitational field. And if we assume that vacuum would be like city, the gravitational field would be like marketplace. And I like this comparison because like gravity attracts matter, the marketplace attracts buyers and sellers through prices or interest, which are the smallest particle in the market. Similarly, the smallest particle of gravity is theoretical graviton, which is theoretical because, like prices, it is difficult to define. Okay, sometimes in this marketplace, someone borrows something, someone lends something. The vacuum works similarly. Through fluctuation, something appears and something disappears. The somethings are particles and antiparticles, which in the world of money are akin to be credit and anti-credit. And this credit in the quantum world is known as a quark, which is like having borrowed gold. And anti-credit is like anti-quark, which is like lending that gold to someone else. Okay, despite the presence of many various of metal in the world of money, only gold and silver have proven to be crucial, much like up and down quarks in the quantum world. And assuming that up quarks would be analogous to gold and down quarks to silver, just like in the world of money, where there was much less gold than silver, in the quantum world also was an even amount of up and down quarks. And since in the world of money there was much less gold, it means that the gold should be more valuable than silver. So how was the value of gold determined in relation to silver? The value was determined by goldsmiths in the market, where they established a standard of weight for gold and silver. The standard of weight in old Poland was a thing called grzywna. So goldsmiths create their own market called gold market. And just as goldsmiths assigned the value to gold and silver, in quantum world, Higgs field by Higgs particles assigned the mass to particles in a similar way. So by establishing a standard of weight, goldsmiths truly shaped the future of the money, ultimately leading to the development of new forms of currency, banknotes. Talking about banknotes, in quantum world, equivalent of banknotes are electrons. And just as in the world of money, banknotes can take a physical form, such as a piece of paper, as well as an electronic form when deposited in an account. In quantum world, also electrons can take various forms, from particles to a form of a waves. But most importantly, each form can be transferred. And transferring a banknote from one place to another requires a network of rods. And in the form of an electronic transfer, an electronic network is needed. The equivalent of an electronic network in quantum world is the electromagnetic field, and the smallest particle, a photon, which in the world of money is represented by digital tokens such as cryptocurrencies or chips. You may ask, okay, so why chips? For example, in the casino, when I deposit the banknotes, I receive chips, which symbolize the value of banknotes by using different colored chips. And for example, red chips have a low value, like $5. Green chips, $25, and purple chips, $500. The same as photons consist of various frequencies representing different levels of energy. Okay, talking about chips, they are similar to coins. To create coins in the past, the gold and silver have to be combined. Like more golden coin, the more valuable it was, and it was attracted more. The same as quarks. They also get connected in various proportions. For example, a combination of higher proportion of up quarks to down quarks is known as a proton, and a higher proportion of down quarks to up quarks is known as a neutron. So we have right now the coins as a combined quarks and banknotes as electrons. So what happens when coins get connected with banknotes? They create a financial portfolio. The same way as protons connected with neutrons and electrons create an atom. And just as combined atoms create a form of an object or cosmic body, like the sun or planets, so a collection of different financial portfolios also create investment capital for financial bodies like funds or companies. So look, we are talking about the cosmos again. So welcome to the cosmos, where our financial bodies create a cosmic economy, where a cosmic body like our sun generates a thermal and light energy analogous to companies producing goods and services, where our photons, just like these casino chips, transferring a value and energy, and where our planets absorb these photons, are like this household in the world of money, also receive a value generated by companies in the forms of wages. So cosmic bodies are similar to financial bodies. And just like celestial bodies, cosmic body and financial entities also go through life cycles. And just as some stars, after a period of development, burn out and turn into white dwarfs, in the world of money, also medium-sized companies, after a development phase, becomes a small businesses, yet still attract with their brand. Other stars, much bigger, are like companies that accumulate more and more financial mass, often by using high interest rates loans. They eventually reach a point where they cannot maintain the balance between repaying these loans and the profits earned. This could lead to an explosion, which in the cosmological world is known as a supernova, and in the world of money would be like crash and bankruptcy. So after such an explosion, some of these companies may become small businesses, utilizing the remnants of the previous mass, and still attracting with the great force. These companies in the cosmological world are known as neutron stars. Other stars, much, much bigger, which grows to the monstrous sizes by the end of their development phase, can collapse under the influence of their own gravity. These collapsing stars in the world of money are companies that transform into financial black holes, which begin to consume every financial mass around them, drawing in more and more monetary mass. The environment of such financial black holes, defined by high interest rates and loans, interest rates and profits, is known as the event horizon. And at the center of these financial black holes is singularity, the individual driving this destructive force. So knowing that financial black holes consume every financial mass, you may ask, okay, so why do singularities need so much matter? Just like in the cosmological world, when time bends inside black holes, the singularities of financial black holes also want to bend time to gain more time to act. Having more money allows them to better control over time, enabling it to be slowed down. So having more money allows to buy having time. So having more time, more transactions can be conducted, aiming to reach the maximum number at maximum speed, that is a speed of light. So what is then the speed of light in the world of money? It is the maximum speed at which transaction can be conducted within financial system. Okay, so what happened if we surpass the speed? Crossing this barrier would mean the transaction would be executed faster than instantly. Imagine a world where sellers would receive the money from buyers before they even sell the product. Or conversely, it would be the world where buyers would receive the goods that they haven't even ordered yet. This seems to be quite dangerous and could lead to breakdown of equilibrium. So is it then possible to exceed the speed of light? Accelerating anything requires energy. In the world of money, to keep money in circulation, energy is also needed. So initially, the barter system, goods were exchanged for goods with minimal energy consumption. But when the need exceeded available resources, credit was introduced, increasing amount of money in circulation. This, in turn, led to increasing in the production to restore balance. And however, this required more energy and further fragmentation of value of money. Meantime, banknotes were introduced, as well as a concept of dividing currency into a smaller unit. For example, 100 groszy for 1 zloty, and eventually 2 decimal places. The introduction of electronic money allowed to even finer division of value, gave us 4 decimal places, and in the Forex transaction, even 5 decimal places. So what we have now, right now, we have a blockchain technology, we have cryptocurrencies, which reach a level of 8 decimal places. So look, we have 2, 4, 5, even 8 decimal places. So you may ask, okay, so what are the limits of money fragmentation? I heard the rumors that in the quantum world, there is something like Planck constant, which has 54 decimal places. But okay, let's go further. Looking at the chart, you will see that more mass as more money means more energy as a higher prices. So look at the chart next to it. It's Dow Jones Industrial. Doesn't look similar? So at this point, we are not far from the Einstein's special theoretical relativity. And this formula, when an infinity amount of mass means an infinity amount of energy. So knowing that, you may ask, so how will we be able to move into new dimension of money? Maybe answer is that to move into a new dimension of money, there shouldn't be any more at all. Or the speed is the solution. The speed is the key, the speed of transaction. So what today allows us to perform transaction even more quickly? The artificial intelligence. The development of artificial intelligence, tokenization of real assets, and maintenance of the blockchain network will require increasing computational power. This could lead us to merging all of computers into one single global network, increasing efficiency, and enabling new forms of compensation, such as universal basic income. The artificial intelligence integrated with our daily lives would automate our daily decisions and transactions based on analyzing our habits and daily schedules. And fully developed AI would have the capability to even predict and satisfy our needs before we even think of them. So, okay, when everything is done for us, when we can fully focus on, I don't know, creative activities, will we still need money then? How will we be able to define our value? Maybe it would be the time where our thoughts will determine our value. Our words, our actions, and thoughts could be converted into positive points, similar to karma points in computer games. Kindness, for example, would be translated into these points, reflecting our social value. The vision of such a system could lead us to a new type of currency, a currency based on thoughts, and to the new forms of market in our financial city, a superluminal market. And this superluminal market would be compared to tachyon fields based on tachyons, which are hypothetical particles that move faster than light. So is it the moment for the next level of money evolution? There's such a scenario where AI would fulfill our needs directly from our thoughts. Seems to be quite unstable and ultimately could lead us to chaos. And as we already know, everything starts with chaos. Then comes order, cosmos, a cosmos where AI might be shut off or upon achieving a self-awareness could choose to deactivate itself. In the end, vacuum would arise, the vacuum like the city with the marketplace. This marketplace where someone borrows something, someone lends something. The story begins again. So ending this tale, we of course do not know which direction it will take. Maybe 11th-century Janek was right. Maybe in the future, we won't need money. We will only need each other to be connected. That's why the money was created for, to connect people. What is the sense of money on Abandoned Island if you can spend it or share it with others? So maybe right now, maybe today, we should do good things. Give kindness, because perhaps that could indeed be a money of the future. And no matter what this currency future might be, talking with children truly opens the mind. Thank you.